Shosho bafowethu re buile vieno mo ga re kweng podcast ke re bonang telejang sit back relax re tshwere dintja tsa game today fitlhile re mo guest houseng bitswang Bosville guest house ke chitse le majita mannete. We're just gonna have a lovely topic, topics that matter, topics that are headlines today and which we also have questions to. So ke chitse le Sydney le Matebola aka Otis Otto
in the house.
hey la rinda emergency
Next man.
le mnati mas
Chill.
Nice.
good stuff, man. Our too, as you can see, wana re mo guest housing mona, and we having things like men killing themselves in this industry. But hey, baba le pressure. Now I would like to ask you guys, are you thinking of killing yourself in any time soon, or is it something that we should be talking about, or do you think it's just people talking fella, or it's not even real? Do men go through depression? It's the question. Matebula, what do you think about it?
Okay. Well, for me, depression is real, and then it can hit just about anyone.
Sure.
Anyone can be a victim of that. So, as real as it is, I cannot say running away is a solution, because when you're in that space, that running away may seem to be the only solution.
Sure.
So for people to do, I believe it's just not to judge.
Mm-hmm. So in most cases, our running away, most cases, the running away part would be maybe suicide, ne?
Yes, it's suicide.
Well, I mean, if you take it back to the heading that we're discussing before you get to the causes, this is men killing themselves. I think we narrowed it down to just men, but I'm sure other people also do kill themselves.
Yes.
There are various causes, and obviously depression is one of them. But I mean, depression is just one of the few mental health issues that can lead to one taking their own lives. I mean, if you look at depression, what it is, and then even if you're not an expert, you know it comes from stress, issues that you're going through in life.
Sure.
I suppose then a person reach a state where they feel like they cannot take it anymore.
Yeah.
Not that all of them had no interventions or no help from family or anyone that's giving them a support structure. But it's just like any other disease. So it affects individuals differently.
Yes, in a different way.
So the same bug like COVID killed some, and then some didn't even know they had it.
Yeah, because it's something like and you have parents and you have, or let me rather say the society we're living in as Africans. Stress. Your parents will ask you, why should you stress, So it's another factor. Yeah, it's another factor that I think maybe Tonsarebe educated enough, because we're seeing young men, and not only just men in general, women, and they're killing themselves, and in South Africa, and it's worrying. So when I do you think, what is the biggest contributing factor to depression? Stress. What stress? What is the biggest contributing stress or depression on? What would you say it is when I'm in men, like nice majita? What do you think would be depressing? What is the most contributing factor?
Okay, if I say like most, and then maybe in trying to be precise, I'm going to I haven't checked the numbers, but let's say maybe from a common ground, let me say from a common standpoint, which is let's say most guys really experience. I would say it's some sort of pressure that comes with it's either like let me just maybe make a short list. Sure. Acceptance, being accepted into a certain community group, and then and then
Which one is my glass? Sorry.
Okay, yeah. And then the other thing would be
Yeah, it should be.
just the position that you have as a man, being a provider, and then when you get to a point where you are not able to provide anymore, that one can also lead you to that route.
Sure.
And then
Not
there's,
being able to provide, trying to fit in.
yeah. Like, I mean, I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to list a few, but I mean, those ones, I think you can say they're up there. And then there's these commitments that we make,
Or you promise, you promise, and you can live up to
Yeah.
your promises.
Okay, so I'm going to make a commitment. This one is actually broad because we're living, right? Let's say you're in a job, you have a job, and then these are credit cards and these lifestyles that we try to maintain.
Yeah.
Those are also commitments.
Sure.
So there's those, and then there's let me try to not be provocative. And then there's
Why
women.
not?
There's
just
women.
say it as it is. Say it. And
No,
there's
no,
women.
no.
Okay.
Like there's people who will take offense over this. So let me say, then there's women.
Okay.
We love women. We commit ourselves. Let's say maybe it's me and then this one woman that I'm committed to. And then things start to take a different toll along the way. So with the level of commitment that I will have brought to the table, it's possible that I might feel like, if I cannot get out of this mess, if I cannot solve this, it's best to just maybe, run from it.
Yeah.
So it's either
To
I'll do
suicide.
that and then maybe take the next person with me or injure them, or it's broad really.
What you're
anything
saying, I
happens then.
agree with you, because the other day, there was I'm remembering actually. I think a policeman clearly goes betlele a Tunya Nancy
Yes.
took her life with, and then so it was something else. Well, what's your take on it? What's the biggest contributing factor, Mr. Sydney?
Well, I mean, it's a topic for many days.
Sure.
We chilling for a short while.
Sure.
And also it's a topic that's been bothering experts for a long time. So we can't quite decipher it by ourselves and actually claim that we figured it out. But we're just hashing out as
Brushing on the
gents,
surface there.
chilling
Yeah.
and taking it easy. But there's obviously like obvious symptoms, but then there's like real root causes. So I think
The ones that are not spoken about.
no, I would say they are spoken about, but the symptoms would be like what you were mentioning. But then if you categorize it, and then you start seeing like this was that. There's people that don't really have depression, but they have some kind of a mental health issue. Like this person is impulsive. They've like weird rage, like the one that went to a hospital and killed his wife and then killed himself. He might not necessarily be depressed. Someone might argue, no, actually,
Maybe
depression was there
depressed.
as well,
he
because
tapped into depression at that.
he's
specific
been
moment.
battling with something with this woman, and then it eventually led him there. But also, there's a possibility that he just has rage issues, and it's a mental condition of some sort as well. Like there's bipolar, there's schizophrenia, there's a lot of them, and we don't have. In fact, in the black culture, we don't have a lot of resources and time, or even bare minimum care as to what exactly.
That's the truth.
True that.
And,
Depression also doesn't exist in black community.
Yes.
Yeah, and back home, if you're okay, and then one day you snap and you kill your family, obviously we're gonna blame Mahola Mamang.
Witchcraft.
Yes. Arawan Lui.
Yeah,
Mama loyile.
so it's a lot of issues, guys, with suicide. But if we're going to try and push this conversation towards the ones that we think we can intervene on and stuff like that, things like depression, mental health, depression and some of the mental health issues. We have to know that this thing is a little bit beyond us, and starting like this, maybe I guess it's a good
platform.
It's a good platform, to you
To
don't know
raise
how
this
far
awareness.
yeah.
So now the reason why I was asking you this question, guys, is because I thought one of you guys would say, "I." Men are khono bolela.
No,
Then I was gonna say, no, we are chilling, yes, guys.
yeah, I
We are
don't think
chill.
that's
Yeah.
that's the case as
As
you can
much.
say. Men abakhono bolela. If you say why are men killing themselves, maybe the fact would be that there is actually statistics that suppose that there's more suicide in men than women.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Then if you sorry
Oh,
if
just
you then leave for a second the outside factors and you come into the person,
sure.
themselves, just forget the causes, and then we say men versus women. What is it that then the numbers are like this? So do they then women have a better psychological fortitude?
Or communication, if you.
And it's actually crazy that the statistics will say more men than women when there's more women in the world.
Yeah.
But I think
I
they
don't
put
know.
us on a scale, or okay, since there is more women, and
I don't know how much women there are
Yeah.
more than men in the world. I haven't verified that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that we
let's
we
be
just
honest.
believe.
There's more women than
But
men.
what do you base that on?
Oh, it's the truth.
I mean,
the
there's
classroom.
census going on right now.
Yeah,
They're busy counting us.
Hey.
So
Are the
Oh,
census
when
that
I
you saw
come okay,
coming back?
let's go to logic.
Ah,
The reality of things. Okay. Sharp. Go classing how the last classroom that you've attended. Okay. I think this one I might not win. Mara, go classing, go high school.
won.
yeah.
Go high school.
Yeah.
How many women were in your class than men?
Now I can't say there were more girls in my school than women than
What
boys.
was it? A technical high school?
Huh?
Not even in my technical high school.
It's at the bottom, because even in my crash days, I think there were like
Boy,
more girls than us.
Danko.
Because now when we say classrooms and whatnot,
It will
okay,
depend on
from even in my my high school,
I
there was
can't
thing.
way.
There was more girls still, but then soon as you go technical colleges and
Yeah.
whatnot,
But hang on,
There's
guys.
less.
We are going too far. Are we saying we saw someone census coming back?
But
and
now
saying-
I'm no, literally.
the statistics,
He's
I mean,
saying
they're
that
counting
as well.
some.
No, are you
Go
assuming
college.
that the statistics
It's
should
not
say
assumption.
that?
Nna ne ke tlo botsa straight hore go colleging, go classing, yeah, and go mechanical. There were exactly more women than men in this technical school. Molpala le TV.
Nah.
Yeah. No.
This
Never
one,
know,
I think
Nagata.
in
Now-
my
now what I've
class
noticed
there was
now.
like two girls and maybe like 15 guys.
Not
For
in that
real.
class that I was
Now what I'll tell you now
Sure.
is that until I verify such numbers, I won't believe it. On the face value. I think it's just
But
one of
how are you
those.
going
So
to
when are you
verify?
assuming or you're not assuming, you're saying there's less. You're
I
not
don't
sure.
think the disparity will be
Unanarale
that. I don't think it will be that far off whichever gender.
Okay,
Let me tell you why.
Sure.
Let me tell you why. Before we are digressing too much from the real
we
topic.
have actually, yeah.
But let me tell you why I say that. It could also be one of the contributing factors to stress in men.
There's just too much on the plate.
I think this is funny, but I know
Hey.
pro activists whatever will
Yes.
take it, but Ahmed, we're chilling.
Hey.
I've noticed that it's very rare that a woman will be completely useless.
It's very rare for a woman to be.
A woman
How
can
did we get there?
a woman
No, no,
cannot
no. Let him
graduate,
go, let him
cannot
go.
finish school, but get married, and because they are visible, they are part of something that society sees. So we count them in our minds. Oh, there's so many women. We can see them doing things. There's so many girls because you are looking for girls.
Oh, looking.
So there's amachita abaya baluchi go karaching ko kai kai ba not be they're living this life where they are broken, they're just hiding. You don't count them anymore.
True.
Oh.
But they are people, they are
True.
men. Banjira go tuck shop ya go kai kai ba shapas all of that lema dies. In society tend to forget them as a number. But a
assume-
girl, as long as she stays a little bit clean, she can get married. I've seen this. I mean, back home.
Oh well.
Magadia no feel.
And then
But yeah, no, banyala.
Oh.
Utomalapa, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, now you compare, now you're on the same level. You're both drop out. So we don't count you anymore.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I'm not sure about that. But that is also part of the pressures in society. A man's gotta have something.
All right, cool.
that's
So-
actually a deeper perspective.
Yeah, it is, ne? But anyway, I guess men. I guess men. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be.
Mm.
I guess. I guess. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very rare for a woman to be. Men are khono bolela. It's very men being less than women is another topic for another day.
for another day.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not disputing it. I'm
Yes.
saying there could be things affecting your.
Sure.
your-
The way
your-
ke bonang ka hona.
Yeah.
No, okay, it's fine. We'll let it go for now. So now I also wanted to ask this question. Well, men can be depressed and they're leading and they're dying. Could social media, like you said, Matebola, be another role where it contributes to this depression? Because as you know, social media plays a very big role in a lot of people's lives now. It matters how people are viewed, how are they viewed, etc. So what do you say about that?
Okay. This is. I think this one will also need. Will also lead us to a deeper perspective of this whole thing, of this topic. I mean, there's people who like just go into social media to troll people, just to be trolls.
Yes.
And then
Like
there's those that are living through social media.
Yes.
And then we have, in all those groups of people that are in social media, we are not the same kind of sensitive. There's me who could be strong, like mentally, emotionally, but be battling with some things. Then after maybe some spasm on social media, then I go and maybe commit suicide. It's going to be looked at as it's from there.
Okay.
It's social media that
Sure.
that made him to take that decision.
So you would say it does contribute, but not wholly. So there would be some other issues.
There's going to
the
be some contributing factors to that.
Okay.
But
so when I see apply Brian, Facebook or
no,
Instagram
I'll just log
or
off.
Twitter.
Just
Log
log
out.
out.
I'll just log off.
No, I was just checking.
I just looked at
Like,
You log-
bro,
you log
it's
out.
that
How
simple.
delete? How deactivate? Log out.
No, I'll get back to it when I'm in a better space.
Sure.
I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll respond. I will have thought of some fair responses there.
When I see, what do you think of it?
Yeah, not far from what he's saying. Look, social media, it's a platform. It's a form of engagement. An alternative to the physical one that we as humans we've known forever. So now there's a problem, because if you were battling in society, you could retreat. If you are at home, you are at home. But now, most of us, we are addicted to the phones. Even as you are going through terrible things on the phone, you
Yes.
stay on it.
Yeesh.
Like,
You
ah,
see,
so
like
and so and so
Matebola
just
already.
died. So and so,
Sure.
also all the people that we are emotionally attached. Oh, this celebrity just died. It hits you. You're not aware, but I mean, it impacts you. At the end of the day, you have this collective pile of negative issues that's sitting there
Yes.
on top of your own stresses. You don't have this. You don't have the. Well, I would say you don't have the required calmness and energy, I guess, to process it and also go to sleep nicely. So you are restless in your sleep. You wake up, repeat, and
Sure.
I mean, something is bound to give.
True.
Yeah, I mean. So social media we cannot say it's responsible, but we can see that
can
it
contribute.
Yeah,
exacerbate
we can look at it
No,
as
it
one of the
exacerbate
contributing
whatever-
factors, yeah.
exacerbate whatever you will be going through as an individual. You are this kind of person, or rather this and that. You back in the day, we go club, we go matading, or wa ikakela, wa tshaba wa ya ko hae. No wa ikaketse, re tlo e bona le wena o
Re tlo
fihla ko
tseba.
ntlong, o tseba
Re tlo tseba.
le motlolo wa hao.
Ke re tlo
The-
tseba wa
by
ba
the time
tseba
you
le
get home,
koko wa
you
ba
already
tseba le
know.
mama
Yeah. And the internet doesn't forget.
le
once-
malome.
Internet never
Yeah.
forget.
But that's a stupid example, exaggeration. that I'm
And your
making.
crush will know too.
Yeah.
Yeah. A whole lot of other stuff involved. Ish.
Yeah, but guys, if we're going to look at people killing themselves, and then we say there's a whole lot of other, unpredictable mental issues apart from depression that an ordinary person can't detect or cannot really preempt or know how to deal with, like a person that has a lot of rage or all those things. But if we shy away from them and say, okay, we don't have enough resources and time, let's just narrow it down to depression, mental health, stress, and stuff like that. We're gonna have to start reaching out to experts. Even if we don't have resources to pay them, like get a collective answers that we can
Sure.
then
No,
share amongst us.
definitely. Leave them
Read
for
up on
doctor.
these things as well.
Yeah.
So we can understand.
Okay.
Like most people don't actually see depression as a real disease. They don't think it has a physiological impact. It does. You know, your brain, your neurons start firing in a certain way. Things that used to function properly don't anymore. You know, just like you have a cough. You know, your lungs are hurting. Even in this compartment, you know, like you're secreting. You're releasing too. Yeah, I forgot what they call them. Those bad hormones.
Hey, hello, doctor, Mr. Sydney Kurwatsa, you're dwelling.
No. These are basic.
Just going into basic. This is not basic, bro.
No, this is
it is
No,
not
it's basic to him. Remember
Okay.
what common knowledge to me may not be common knowledge to you. So
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
let
okay.
him be. Let him have
No,
it.
I not stress.
No, but it's actually quite interesting.
yeah,
so
it is. It is.
when we get the time, we should actually maybe
Expand it and
Yeah.
expand it.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
and understand what depression and no one. I mean, I could be dealing with my own stresses right now. I'm not gonna share that now, but we all go through challenges, and I'm not
Yes.
gonna say, "Oh, I have measured how much." I just forgot what. It's the opposite of dopamine. Dopamine is the one that you get when you're happy. The one that makes you addicted to cell phone is dopamine.
Yeah.
But it's a bad kind of a
addiction.
way of releasing dopamine. But
Uh-huh.
all the things that excite you, you're happy. So if we want more dopamine, then we should create culture where we do productive and less harmful things,
Yes.
and
And more physical
avoid the relying on
The social media
bad
stuff.
substances for dopamine, like beer and drugs and
I think on that beer you're just talking about me.
no, I'm not gonna let go of beer now because
All right, as we move along, we've mentioned now social media as being part of pressure nyana. You've gave your input there, Sydney. Now most people they have social media. They are on social media.
Yeah.
And then Matebula also mentioned in the beginning, Hore, relationships can be part of a man or partners or becoming depressed. So now I have a question for you guys. Do you think relationships should be discreet and away from social medias and just be kept to the parties themselves or not? When I sit near also, when I'm how, do you think your lives does matter or out there?
No, I wouldn't say it matters that it's out there, but I would admit that I have shared my woman on social media. I've shared
You've shared her with us.
Yeah.
Yes. Ramon.
We all do that
Exactly.
at some point. Yeah.
all do that.
I've shared little silly prose poems with my beautiful wife. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But no one is actually a judge. No one has a good merit of us assessment as to how much is too much. You know. But I think there's an internal gauge. You just know when you are showy and when you are overbearing or when you are crossing the boundary, and other people. Well, I think their profession require them to bring their relationships on social media. And you see a person going through some rough patch in their relationship, and then they feel obligated to come and inform us. Oh, sorry guys, by the way, it's true that we are separate. We don't care.
Okay.
We don't give a rat's ass.
Yes.
We were not there when you guys met.
Yeah.
Don't. If you just ignore it, we will too. You know.
Exactly.
If some newspaper is gossiping about you as a star, or you are going through a rough patch, so what? Let them. You know. And I feel that then that shouldn't scare me away from sharing the love that I have with a few people or just praising her. It's a platform where I can put it. And I mean, the internet doesn't forget.
But why? The question is why. Okay, now why should you put him there?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? It's the same for me. It's the same as walking down the street. Why don't you hide her with a veil?
Oh,
True.
It's for you. It's the same. We're not ringa another.
Okay. Well, to me, I feel like that's a personal preference.
So
Because-
now we're talking about you now.
We're talking
Yeah,
about
don't
me.
generalize this.
Okay.
Like Sydney did. You. Let's talk about you,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Wamufitla or wamu poster, Brayak. Let's make it more simple. Wamufitla wamu poster. Mufitla. Why? Eusa mufitli wamu poster. Why?
All right. I do post.
Wa poster ngere.
Yeah.
Why?
So for me, it's not for show off. It's not to get some reaction.
Response,
Yeah. It's just me reacting to a stimuli.
Oh.
Because I'll be here thinking,
Oh, I
okay,
love
I'm chilling, right?
Yeah.
And then let me post my girl.
Sure.
And then just do it. You know, and I'm not doing it for someone. I'm not even doing it for her. Because, okay, well, when I posted my girl, she didn't even know that I posted her.
Oh, okay.
You know, there was a time where, like, she would see, but then...
It's not that important that she saw.
It's not.
It's nothing to
It's
do
like, I'm
with
doing
that.
it for me.
Exactly.
I'm doing it for me.
So,
So, and also with
there's
platforms.
some other parties, okay, the other gender, ne? Hey, Aka poster was a one. It's an issue.
Yeah.
But let's not sexualize it. It also let's not.
True.
It also depends on the person that you are with. Guys.
Yeah.
Like my case. Then. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're going through a rough patch. Then.
No, it's not a rough patch. It's not a rough patch. It's something.
You got a ball buster for yourself.
Ball buster.
I'm kidding, man. I know you're woman. It's a joke. Don't take it.
Sure,
like
no,
that.
it's okay. It's okay. No offense taken.
But
But
check.
as you continue,
But check, man.
hey,
I think what we are doing now is reacting to how people would react to us, and we internalizing that. And
Yeah.
this is where I have to side with him and say you gotta be strong. Like people always talk, even if you were walking, and the only
but
available platform to
Sure.
show your woman was there was no social media. They would say, "Oh, did you see?
Le morning with
Did you see?
Natama
She had
Zage.
to walk past our street."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a shortcut that way. Why are they walking here?
Yeah,
And
Banyako
they don't
Rababon.
even know where you
Wow,
going exactly.
Bamudini.
So as much as I know there's too much oversharing your private relation, there's so much that goes on at home that's so beautiful, so deep, and no one, especially me, and the kind of relationship, no one will ever know about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like I will tell you now, like I don't even share my kids on social media. I used to share my two boys back in the day, but at some point I was like, nah.
Not necessary.
Yeah, I'm like, nah,
Not
these ones
necessary.
will have
Too
to share
much
themselves
pressure.
when
You
they grow.
grew out of it.
Yeah, I'm like, nah. I just realized, nah.
So-
Because now you realize that you are becoming part of a certain weird pact where people feel like if they don't share their kids, it means they don't love them.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
They
yeah,
have to
yeah.
share them going to preschool.
That's the
Like,
question
with
that I
all
was
these
following up
pedophiles,
with.
you are
Yeah.
busy
Because now,
stalking your child
Yes.
every corner.
it's been normalized. Hore. If you don't post,
It means you don't love or
you don't
take
love
care
your
of them.
person. So
It's appreciation.
It-
Maybe there's something wrong with your person.
no.
Maybe you don't- No.
Does
I'm
it
not
mean
say-
okay? If Papa or Mama, how they were on social media right now, which maybe they're above 50 and they
I'd
don't
freak
post it.
out.
No. And
Yeah.
you would freak out
No,
if they post
Actually,
each
let me
other,
say
right?
this. Let me
Yes.
say this. I actually, well, maybe it was not my place,
Sure.
but I actually spoke to my dad and said, "Bruh, like,
Chill.
please get off Facebook."
I don't mind
Bro, like-
WhatsApp because
Sure.
that
Facebook.
because
I
we
don't know.
forget sometimes that WhatsApp is also social media. Eh?
Yeah.
So
And that one's too personal. Like.
it's even more personal. So now that's why I don't want it. Now I feel like it shouldn't be. It's being normalized or.
You
if
must.
you don't, yes. If you don't, it's a must. Like it's a token of appreciation. It's a token of Wamrata.
No,
Like,
okay,
no.
that was not my point of approach.
Okay,
ne?
okay.
What I was saying is that, okay, maybe I don't post my partner because I don't like them that much. Someone will take it that way.
Oh, okay.
And then let's say maybe with a child, and they're like, he doesn't post his children
Sure.
because they don't look good.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe there's something wrong. That's it goes there.
It goes there. Okay,
It goes
okay.
there.
Eh.
So maybe he doesn't post his partner because as Majita saw like
Well, swap.
Yeah.
we're all having like yellow bones and then
No,
his
swap.
girl is dark.
Swap.
How did they zoom in on their partner's parts?
And people zooming in everything.
Yeah.
I thought, we want to guy.
Hey, but talking about targeting features of body for social media. Have
yes.
you seen this strange? Again, I'm not attacking women. That's a disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
Women are people.
Yeah.
So
Like us.
when we like everyone else,
Yes,
so
yes,
when
yes.
we talk, sometimes we're going to focus on that, and sometimes we're going to focus on men.
Tango,
So
tango.
please, chill pill.
Yes.
So, but have you seen this weird? It's not all women. These girls that are blessed both in the face, depending on who you are and what you like, and also on the behind side. They'll be doing this weird process where they want to capture
okay.
the ass
Yes.
and the face in the same
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah.
Like,
You
you
look
gotta
at
break
them
your
on
neck.
Oh my goodness.
What were we talking about? What were we talking about?
No. It's
Oh, whether
actually-
relationships should be
yeah,
public. Oh,
relationships
okay.
should be published, and it brings us to this thing at Slay Queen and stuff.
Yeah.
We assume more assets are dira 1, 2, 3. Aye, part of the
Mm.
Slay Queen.
And then it's funny that there's that because there's when we say slave queen, I think in the society it was generalized as those girls who would be like maybe going out with guys who like do things for them, give them all the monies and all those things. So then we would tend to like have this look at them with a red eye. And then we we don't really like go to say, okay, there's girls who are out there doing their thing.
Sure,
So they're going to those trips and doing all those things with their own money. So if
I think the thing of Slay Queen, you're right. It's like the society's got a hawk eye, like
yeah, that generalization there.
Yeah. Okay, so
but
generalizing at Slay Queen go. Baja bana baba. Bona ba they don't have nothing. Baja bana.
But I think that group of girls
Yes.
took over the term Slay Queens.
Oh.
But
Yes.
I mean, if you try to do a bit of research, I'm not sure, but you might find that I'm not sure that the origin of the word Slay Queen had good intentions.
Good intentions.
Yeah, it's
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm with
what do you
him.
call it?
You're with him. Okay.
It's actually
Sure.
a portmanteau.
Okay.
A portmanteau is like a combination of two words with each one's meaning to make a new meaning. Slay Queen, slay and queen.
Bolaya.
So girls that
slay
used to
queen.
enter industries that are dominated by men,
They will slay.
and they
it.
would slay and
Yeah.
be this queen in their
okay.
respect.
So it has
respect,
nothing to. It had
field
noth-
of
Like
expertise.
she's
Yes.
slaying everything.
It has
on their way to become a
nothing.
queen,
It had
you know.
nothing to do with sleeping your way up. Although
The things they get up to,
although
Yeah,
some women have
yeah.
had to.
Yes. Yes.
Not blaming them, blaming the sick, perverse culture that men have created. There is a lot of people in your industries, guys,
Yes.
that had to give the bound.
True.
Yes.
True.
To make it
Okay.
out there.
Yeah. You can judge that individual, or you can tackle the fact that us men have.
I
made
think
Or you can have a glass of water over there and mind your own.
and on business. It's a concept.
yeah, because you also don't want to be fired.
Yeah. No, but anyway, guys. Generally, by iphelela, le rena tshwantse re iphelele. That's what I also think on my side. Or if one minds his own business, and then
Yeah.
October sharp move
Keep
below.
drinking your water, man.
Yes.
I don't know what we wanted to touch the issue of the slave queen for, but
And I
my,
just-
my wife has been accused of being a slave queen.
Oh, she has been. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
A guy from back home sees me in Pretoria. My wife is from Pretoria.
Sure.
So madam wata
Yeah. Over school.
over school.
Unkamna.
So but they don't know that she's just an artist in mining.
Yeah.
So
Over
they
the
don't
key.
they don't praise that side of the woman because they
Sure.
don't know it. So gara au bereka go mine sanjo uphele o rile pop car to ska bara.
Sure.
O manala
Lebo
wa phela le
manaleng.
short.
Eh.
O apare
Dilo tsa teng.
Nike ya mat.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Bophelo le on
so
fleek.
a ke fitla go hae go mhlaletse ane boy or go bono kena go I think umbone ke kena go there was altitude before there was rockets.
Okay.
So we mentioned people's places. Now we are advertising.
Nah,
them for
it's
free.
fine.
But we'll approach them. It's
Yeah,
like
but
we-
already, but that already,
yeah, we'll approach them and say, listen, we got a snippet for you
Sure,
there
sure,
that
sure,
you
sure,
must,
sure.
you must match
Bara
up
ching
with.
ching yan.
So
Yes.
so the guy, my homeboy says, hey, I saw you with this slay queen there. So he's trying to accuse me of or
Sure.
what.
Wajiwa, bruh.
And it was around my birthday, and if you know my wife, then she was the one that took me out.
Sure.
I looked at him like, I want to how come you
Mm.
Le ena tlo no ba slay
You
queen.
don't know what's
Matey.
slay queen, straight.
Matey.
Matey fair.
No, ke maroa o no motho sa mo tsebe ke slay queen.
Burn
Yeah, ne?
you.
Especially with the cliched name that the cliched meaning that the name
The
has
Slay Queen.
acquired.
Yeah,
Yes.
because he obviously wasn't referring to Slay Queen
As in she's conquering
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
minds.
yeah.
No, she
Yeah,
meant like someone who's chasing after you
Yes.
for
To come and slay you.
yeah.
So you're
leave.
probably maybe with her for that night on the egg.
And then they see me out.
Yeah,
Oreg, Matebon.
No, I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
I get where we're tackling the guy's perspective.
yeah,
Oh.
the guy's
So, yeah.
perspective go to ne sort of zaga ka matawisha ka bet.
Wabet, can't mix, they see me out.
I
No, yeah, definitely.
didn't
man.
even know what the budget of the night
Yeah,
was.
definitely. People will always have their own perspective of people
Wow.
because they act in a certain way or they dress in a certain way or they are in such a society or so.
Why
They will,
poach?
then nampile ba tlo re, "Ai, muthola o so and I be in most cases." So in general, wafethu, I think we've seen horror. Okay, Barking, the relationships being on social media can also play a role and men be depressed in a way because none
Yeah,
can
not just men. I mean,
not just
even-
men and
even-
women because of I felt horror. No, sometimes o feel yes, that's what ring,
Yeah.
and he ends up like no ways. The only way, kya bola.
But I think if you say these topics are important, I think a smaller than a homework, the men killing themselves. I think the first thing we must do for some future podcast, not the subsequent one from this
Sure.
one. We don't have to put that kind of pressure onto
No,
ourselves.
no.
So I think we can say, let's inquire more. Let's find out if, statistically speaking, factually, is it really men more? But I think so, based on what I've seen. And if that's the case, leave the external causing factors. Let's say man versus woman, physiological. Why are they more resilient than us? You know, I know that I know if I'm not speculating too much, Mateo, I know that women have more gifts, hormones that help them deal with pain,
Yeah,
including during
Yeah, true.
labor.
They
and all
they do. Now, and
I'm
I
not
feel
saying you must hurt them.
no,
saying
not hurting. Pela, okay,
Say, nah,
Matebola,
she'll
Erekeno
be fine.
Vutisa or
they
Nano.
can take it.
She'll
No,
be
that's
fine.
no way I'm
And
going
they-
with this.
No, I understand you.
I'm just saying.
Yes, and I understand you because, like, they have more gifts. They can speak. They have ways. Like, out you or no. There's certain things that Matebola will not tell me. It will never be easy. Let's just say, for example, no words.
But would that be from inability to speak as a talent?
No,
or
like we generalize.
could
If I'm
could
not
it
saying
be-
generalized, or it's portrayed that men can't speak, and abakhono bolela. Ona no nka botsisa a question. Braya wena ba go rape Braya.
He's not wishing it on to
No,
you.
I get it.
He's being very hypothetical.
Yes, no, I'm baga rape I'm mad. Will you come and tell me? Will you go to the police or one rape? It may be
Hey,
your,
and
it
but
may
don't
be
say,
your
yeah.
girlfriend or it may be another man along
Another
just the
guy,
street. Yeah, will you just go? Will it be an easy thing just to go police station?
Okay.
And
Okay,
what
Caleb.
about foot and rape?
Caleb, on that one, you see, if if it's a person of my gender, maybe like having their way with me, that one I might take to the grave.
Sure.
But now, if it's a female, and then as long as they don't molest me on my exit point, then we're good. I'm gonna brag about it.
No,
I'm gonna brag about it.
The way-
That's what you might think,
Hey.
right? You see, that's a funny thing about yeah, like when
Strong.
I mean, you can think about it back in the day when you were learning how to, be in the dating game and whatnot. Like one day you'd come home so stressed, like so regretful because of the person you just had. Now imagine if that person had forced themselves onto you. yeah. It got stress just as much.
And then
It
what
would-
hormone
it
and
would-
the buy or
it would
maybe
stress-
kisikile, maybe
it
mutu
would
wa
stress
sika.
a woman. You'll
Sure.
be shocked, my brother. Like that's why my body is and even us sometimes we laugh at the person. I saw this. I'm not gonna mention names. I saw this legit, experienced radio personality from some radio
Some radio
station in the
station,
south,
yeah.
Sure.
laughing. This woman telling her like, "Mna wa ka re na ile ko ka ba mo rape." So this guy is so what's that word? Is hit with disbelief. He can't believe he's laughing and making a ridiculous out of it, right? But the storyline that you're getting is that the guy Babalanga and Mashasha. But still, imagine if that was the case, that the guy, a person was real. I mean, Matagodlora,
One.
and that's someone who people look up to in society. So
And
imagine we go police station, that will reporter.
And that's my
sorry,
point. Yes.
But sorry, constable man, Mahogo le matlangu gada. The whole police station is going to know.
That's what I thought.
Hey, ke siri ntwana.
Hey.
Siri wa bolela.
Yeah.
Ona na jwalo le yena. Eh, but anyway, as you were saying,
Yeah, as I was saying. So you'll see them making a joke out of you. Like the person's supposed to open the case. When you realize what is interesting, just pretend or you can't do it. Call the other one just so they can hear.
exactly.
Are mahlangu, eh, ha o nthushe ka mo?
Exactly. Batlo dealer, batlo
Mahlangu.
bolela ka case ya
Yeah.
hao.
I mean, girls have been dismissed from police stations trying to open rape cases. Just also depending. Hey, we got flies joining us. Just based on the fact that maybe they are lazy, they don't want to look into it, or motho a mo such as that mo repile bona ba mo respect.
True.
It's true. So that's why I feel like majita sometimes, yes, they would have that certain pressure.
Yeah.
And even women as well. And they would get to a point where ba palalang ko ho bolela. And then yeah,
but
it leads to
now
depression.
I disagree. As in it you make it sound like it's an internal lack of like a congenital lack of aptitude. Like you don't have the ability from birth to know. But it's the sick patriarchal structure that we've created that's putting
Yes.
pressure. You can talk. Some platforms actually have proven fruitful that actually guys can really express themselves. You know?
Yes.
We just have to deal with the real enemy. It's the culture that we've created, and
I thought you were going to say you just have to drink a few beers.
yeah, and have you noticed how that good thing is a very good lubricant? Yeah, alcohol is good.
Okay.
Cigarettes come out.
No,
No,
guys.
I'm kidding, guys. Watch your alcohol. Don't
What's about
don't drink yourself to stupor. Say no. When a podcast, yeah.
But I know in general, guys, I think we're just gonna call it a day about this thing.
Yeah.
And we'll go into more details as further in the other podcast to deal and talk. And maybe we'll invite a professional because we just
Yeah, we can call him.
we're just scratching over the surface of a very big matter. But however, if it's another problem,
Yeah.
I feel like crying ne.
And also, there's you're right. There's if it's not easy to open up to your peers, I think there's someone older, someone that you know now. That guy, if I talk to that guy,
Sure.
there must be someone.
Yeah.
There must
In
be.
most cases, they should be. But sometimes other people don't have anyone.
Or when you're in there, like that person just
doesn't come
click,
up.
yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kumanaro, you are in that hole. Kumanara, eh.
Okay. Let me just raise this one out. I'm speaking now from a very deep and personal standpoint,
Okay.
because there was a time where I have had it.
Mm-hmm.
So in my experience, it was like, you know what? I don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to solve.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get the F out of here.
Mm-hmm. Out.
I don't care where I'm going. I don't care how it's going to be. Even if it's worse than this, it's fine. But at least I won't be going through what I'm going through right now.
Sure.
That was me.
Woman?
Mustaf.
Yeah, no fit. Basadi ba re bolaya, man.
Yeah, but I'm here now, so yeah.
And you are surviving, man, Matt.
Yeah.
Are you happy you didn't take your life?
No, you never
Very.
said anything about taking his life. You said change of
Yeah.
scenery.
When you didn't
No,
interpret
it was,
it
not,
right.
it was not a change of a scenery. That was a real thing.
Yeah.
That was a real thing. That was not a
Sure.
change
Yeah.
of scenery. That was a real thing.
So
Wait,
depression
what
well,
month
is
is it
real,
now?
man.
It's now
just-
March.
Yeah.
And we're still on the first. It was, yeah, I'm actually celebrating an anniversary. Oh, it was the year before last.
But
year
yeah,
before last.
it's good. We still have you here.
Yeah.
And I'm fit to know something. I had a friend who fit to Bulela, but I never saw anything to
Yeah.
discuss Ning gone. This guy in fit to apparently but he was going through the most.
Yeah.
So it's something else. Yeah, definitely most
And
definitely.
you know, like I did talk, man. There's someone I spoke to, but it just wasn't bearing any fruit. Not to say like they were not helping or doing anything, but
Yeah, I hope they don't see this podcast.
no.
that's right.
They may. We were not talking in a way I would like they are maybe trying to get me out of that deep hole that I was in.
Sure.
It was me trying to like get everything out, you know, to ease
to
to ease
vent
the
out.
tension that was inside of me. And like that person was listening. It's actually a female friend of mine. I love her so much. I think
Chase a
last
female
night or the
friend.
day
Chase
before.
a female friend.
The night before.
Big ups to you. Hey.
I actually like
Wasana
texted her and
Matebo.
told her that I appreciate her and like, you know.
Sure.
So she was there with me. Although there wasn't much she could do, but she did say like, bruh, like just be cool. Everything will be all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't be cool that time, but eventually I became
Yeah,
cool
you
and then
became cool.
look at things now.
So do you think to venting out at that specific point assisted you from retracting from the
it
decision that
did
you wanted
not.
to take?
It did not, because like
So what
actually,
helped you, bro?
No,
Like,
like-
here, I want somebody maybe going through the same thing. Maybe
Okay.
whatever helped you can help that person.
So
What helped
it
you at that
was
specific
a series
point?
of events, right? So during that time when I was venting out to her,
Mm.
it was emotional. It was real bad, but I was not at that space where I could think of, you know, just leaving everything behind.
Mhm.
It's only after, let me say, I reached my breaking point. During that time when we were talking, I was still good.
Mhm.
It was just heavy, but I was good.
Mm.
Until it got to that breaking point where I was like, you know what, I cannot take this anymore. It was not a matter of maybe, why don't I like speak to Caleb? Why don't I maybe like go out to drink? And I feel like you know how alcohol intensifies things sometimes. I feel
Yes,
like
it-
maybe after
yo-
drinking I could have done something
Bona, it-
way out of line
if
and
I
then
give you
maybe
no.
have succeeded in doing that.
Mm.
So yeah, and then turns out someone which I could have spoken to was right there. But like I said, speaking would not have helped because
wouldn't
I
have
did
helped.
not want to
Okay,
speak.
cool.
I didn't want to do anything like that.
So it just the series of things that happened after.
Yeah, it was one
what
after
helped.
another, one after another.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, it led to me being admitted. So it's soon after that admission, then
You
we
started seeing-
spoke. We
Okay.
had a little family thing, spoke, and then they provided all the kind of support. And then there was support also from the company that I work for. So I'm grateful for that. So yeah, it was good. I had a good support structure.
Ah.
It was only too bad. It was only after that failed attempt.
Failed attempt,
So we could have been speaking like something,
Something else,
different.
I get-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't say we. I mean, that's not how it works. we will be speaking.
We would
Okay.
be speaking.
Okay, you
yes.
guys would be speaking
Yes.
something.
Yes. Right, it's okay. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, we would.
All right,
I
guys.
wouldn't be,
Yeah, no, definitely. Due to the time and the podcast time evaluated, I think we're just gonna call it a day for now,
Yeah,
and then we'll take the others some other time. But yeah, thanks for having you guys here on this podcast, and big ups to Boswell Guest House for accommodating us today, giving us nice, comfortable chairs to sit on, and a beautiful scenery at the back, and some good water with what is in here? Rosemary, grass, as a grass. Water with
It's some
rosemary, with some herb, but it really tastes good. You guys should check out this place. It's a very good place for accommodation. If you are needing a place
and
for
events.
and for events as well, yes. If you're in need of a place of such, head up to these people back at Boswell Guest House, and they'll surely give you a good quality service. And that's us signing out. Boom.
All right.